Hi, I'm David Wrench, Managing Director of Strike Energy. We've started on a really exciting phase of testing at our Southern Cooper Basin gas project, and I'd like to give you just a little more background on what we're doing and what our expectations are. We've said that we expect to achieve commercial flows from the wells during this phase of testing. Why are we so confident that we'll get there? Here's an actual well production ramp up during February and March this year. This particular example is from Cleb 3, but is typical of the performance of both Cleb 2 and 3 during this period. The first thing to note is how quickly gas starts flowing, typically within hours. That tells us that the reservoir pressure around the wells is very close to the pressure below which the coal starts producing the gas stored in it. That's the critical desorption pressure. Secondly, the rapid build in gas rates over the first few days means more coal is starting to begin to produce gas. The reality is, however, that it's only a very small volume of coal around the well that is actually contributing. Gas flows then stabilise because the water production rate falls below the inflow rate from that point on. So the recipe for success is really simple. Produce water at above the inflow or threshold rate and gas rates increase. It's not hard to see that if we keep the blue line, water production, above the dotted line, the threshold rate, for a longer time, we will continue to see the gas rate, in red here, build. Our long-term testing program has told us that the wells are connected to a very large reservoir volume, so the upside here is huge. So how do we get there? Is it the reservoir that's been limiting us, or is it a pump issue? The jet pumps have been really good at moving water, but they just can't handle enough gas. Therefore, we're confident that if we remove that constraint, we'll see much higher gas rates from these wells. The pump upgrades at Cleb 2 and 3, and when we bring Cleb 4 online, will give us a chance to see what these wells can really do. While achieving a minimum commercial threshold rate is our absolute near-term focus, it's not our ultimate objective. Our testing program over the next few months is testing wells that are only connected to a single coal seam with very small fracs. So while the rates we report will underpin a commercial project, which is a critical milestone, we believe the coals will ultimately produce at even higher rates as we develop bigger wells. As you can see, the 4th and 5th generation wells, here in green, are designed to increase performance by using bigger fracs and connecting more coal zones, without a material increase in cost. This will significantly improve project economics as we move to a development phase. At this stage, you're probably thinking, that's all great, David, but when are we going to get there? Look, I'm asked this question every single day, and I'd love to be able to say, look, it's going to be X weeks away, but I just can't at this stage. We've made a great start to testing out in the field over the last few weeks. We've got a great team, but there's always the potential for production downtimes or mechanical issues. We've also been deliberately cautious in the way that we've ramped these wells up for this program. We know it works, and we don't want to risk a failure at this point. The reality is also that we don't know exactly how this reservoir will respond and how quickly it'll respond. Having said that, our confidence in this project is rock solid. We have great fundamentals, a huge resource, permeability, and we already have been producing gas at increasing rates for some time. We are right on track for commerciality.